Alright, what is up, everybody? We currently have $140,000, which means we have 7 bullets to play $20,000 buy and sit and goes. This is going to be the road to $1 million. The way the process is going to work is hopefully I can win 1 out of 3 sit and goes at 20 grand and still make profit. As I accumulate to 300,000, I'll start playing $100,000 sit and goes, which gives me 3 bullets. If I'm able to at least win 1 of those, I still profit. When I say win 1, I mean like win first place. So pretty much the battle is to just constantly play sit and goes and hopefully win.
Sorry, didn't mean to put.
I'm an amateur at most, but when it comes down to it, I know enough poker where I can confidently play consistently and win. And this will be the journey of pretty much getting very confident playing in PokerVR and then transitioning to real life poker, as well as documenting it so it keeps me accountable to play legitly. When it comes to the sit and goes in PokerVR, usually when you play PokerVR, you deal with like people that play pretty degenerately and not consistent to what real life is.
Hey, what's up, guys?
So when you play here, at sit and goes, it's like the most accurate style of poker, if that makes sense. But anyways, we're sitting here with pocket 2s, a pretty good hand to start it off. Hopefully we can land a set. If someone raises pretty gnarly, I don't know what we'll be doing. He raised 70, that's enough. Everyone here starts off with 1,500 chips. And
Are we gonna do this on the first line?
I don't want to get into it anymore. Pocket 2s is a good hand to limp in, but the reason why I didn't call that is because all it takes is one more 3-bet for someone to jam, and I don't want to jam with pocket 2s right now. So we'll see what they raised with.
You suck at football. What do you think about poker?
3 hands to the flop. That wouldn't hit my range, and I would have to fold after calling that 160. So, in the long run, save my money.
And now you're gonna run.
I'm just gonna commentate the hands too, so I can get in lock. But someone may have a flush draw here. Someone may just have the 10. May even have queen 10. Let's see what he does. Re-raises. Looks like he has a strong flush, or he's just bluffing. If girl makes the call, if Yum makes the call, then it's definitely someone's got a flush.
10.
10 gets there. He has a straight. He may just only have a queen of diamonds. This could be a bluff here, honestly. If you really had it, you probably wanted value.
Actually, I was hoping for the 10 of diamonds.
Oh, there it goes.
For the straight flush.
Horrible call by Yum. Called with king 10. It makes no sense. Alright, we have a great hand, especially in position. We're the last to act. Well, technically, we're the last to act. They're the last to act for the first part, but right now, we're just going to bet full pot. So we're just going to throw a $100 chip in there. Kablam. We'll see who is interested in playing. Girl seems to be someone that just likes to call. Alright, Vice President calls. Let's see what Daddy wants to call. If Joe Flock calls, it's a good pot. That does not help us at all. We have no blockers to the hearts, so we're pretty much going to be gambling right here. Someone could have a 5. Hand's not big enough to pretty much get rid of any of the limpers, so we have to be a little careful here. But as long as the bet is 200 and below, we will call and just float on this. Vice President is having an aneurysm. You should have muted
it yourself, buddy, not me.
Checks around. So right here, we're just gonna see who's interested, who has a jack.
You know it's okay to check, right?
Usually when someone talks like that, when they say, you know, it's okay to check, and he calls, usually they're strong, but he folds. Alright, so now we're playing with girl, and she probably has a jack. She may even have a flush. We're gonna check it through and make a move on the river. Right now, we have to fold. We now have to fold. For 100, let's just see if she has a jack. There you go. That's okay. Sometimes you have to make that kind of call just because of pot equity. It's kind of just like a why not call. Now we have to fold. Someone's going to 600. Let's see here. We're at 1,000. We lost 500 pretty much on that hand, and that is not feeling so good.
Let's go, Flacco.
We're rooting for you, Flacco.
Flop is all spades. This is typically a move when you go all in.
Come on, Flacco. We all rooting
ace of spades.
for you, Flacco.
Joe Flacco, is he elite?
Don't let old man time do that to you, man.
And he folds. Good move. Good move by the vice president. We have another premium hand. Since we're down bad, we're pretty much going to have to get it in good. We're not going to do a pot size bet. We're going to do double the pot. See what happens. 75. We'll put 200 in, see who's interested in playing.
Yeah. Are we ever going to see a free flop in this game?
We're not going to see a free flop. That's how regular poker goes, boy.
No chance.
Girl likes to call, and she's going to call. She called with Jack 8 last time we raised, so her range is pretty wide. I think Vice President plays tight, so he's going to fold. Joe Flacco.
Good luck, all in.
There you go, Flacco.
We're now facing probably a pocket pair, but we have to call for only 380. It's in our range. We're pretty much going to be playing against girl, so we need an ace or a queen right now. We get nothing. Now, we're just going to put 100 to see if she's still interested. She probably is. Now we go for the all-in bluff. If we lose, we lose. No, we lost. I think we lost against him.
Ooh.
Oh. And we sucked out on the river, baby. We sucked out on the river,
Flacco.
baby, and took it all.
2 minutes in the fourth quarter, Brady did it to you again.
I think it's because you're on the Jets. If it was the Ravens, I think you had me. Alright, 2 people are out. 3 people need to be in the money, so 4 people need to
There
be
you
out of
go,
here.
free flop.
Free flop is
Gotta
great
win
for
this.
pocket 3s. Queen 10's got to hit someone's range, but
Gotta
hopefully
win
they
this.
play slow.
Up to.
Now this is an interesting spot here.
We have to win this.
Right now we have to call. We're pretty much banking on a 3, or
Even
if
when
they
I gotta
check, we
keep
check
this squad, I
back.
gotta win this.
But we'll see what happens. 7 comes. Could help with 8-9.
My part, buddy.
He doesn't have 8-9. But we're
I'll
gonna
take
call
your
just to
last
see what he
under.
has. So he'll play his 10. He'll bet into his 10. Ace-8 suited is a good hand. Right now we're out of position. We're big blind. You don't want to be the first to act in any hand you have, even with a
What?
strong one.
Can we? Maybe? 2 in a row? 2 in a no. 2 free flop. No.
We're just gonna play with
No,
him.
come on. Come on. Come
He
on.
did that one out of spite.
Yeah. And I'm gonna call it on spite.
I just raised it for no reason. Horrible flop for us. We have a gut shot right now, but the board's pretty wet with a fucking straight draw and the fucking flush draw. Flush draw gets there. We have nothing to do. We're gonna call. Or check, my bad. With this hand, it's the board's too wet to be ahead. There's no way in hell we'd be ahead. Sure enough, the queen gets there, which is unfortunate. I'm hoping someone has a flush. I'm hoping someone has a flush at this point. And we got sucked out. We got sucked out by
You
the
got
nines.
counted.
9 queen. I had a queen in my hand as well.
We'll just call here. We're small blind. Might as well defend
Free
it.
flop, I'ma win. I'ma
10-6
win.
is horrible.
Maybe not.
We have another gut shot with, we need pretty much a 5. Seems to always have a flush draw. Now we're in an interesting spot. We're double guttered, which means we're pretty much open-ended. 2 cards can help us, a 9 or a 5. Probably won't show up, but it's worth going for it. Now that we're double guttered, we gotta go for it. Even if a flush gets there, which probably will happen if we do get our 9 or 5, it's worth the risk. We have 4 safe outs and 8 total outs to get our straight. And of course it happens. We're just gonna check it back. If someone's able to get runner flush, good for them. And that's a move that we're gonna have to hit. That's a move we're gonna have to
River
hit.
Rat's at it again.
Now this is gonna be a hard call. Most of the time you have to fold. We do have a blocker. We do have a blocker. We're stressing. Does he have the flush? Hell yeah.
Wow.
I had the heart blockers, but I was still unsure.
He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's a good call from us. Way to suck our own cock. All right. 7-3 suited, horrible, but we're in position. We're at the dealer. If we can get clubs, if we can get 2 clubs on the flop, we'll be chilling. We do not get 2 clubs on the flop, but we get another gut shot to the 5. I don't think we should chase this one. It's not worth it at this point. I'm just gonna let it go. I don't think we're gonna get lucky again like last time.
And I'm like card.
But that's all superstition. Overall, you should call, but I'm not down. Queen 6. This is a horrible hand, and we're just gonna fold. We have a good chip lead. We'll check to confirm. We're up 4,000, so right now we're pretty much gonna play slow now. We're not gonna go aggressive. We're gonna let these 3 people in front of me battle it out so we can be in the money, and then we can start dicing up players. For now, we are just going to watch how they play and get a little report on whoever continues to survive, and then we'll have a good enough idea of how they're gonna play. Fortunately, we need the hands to go to showdown, so we get a
You
better
got a
idea.
quiet
of how they
assassin
play.
over there in the corner.
Right now, we're gonna fold again. Until we have a pretty decent hand, we're just gonna keep folding, waiting till
Maybe
we
that's
have
what
strong
changed
hands so
my
we can
game
get our
too.
money in good. We don't want to get caught limping in and someone raising exactly like Vice President did with 500. Alright. Flop is 9-10. Interesting jam move.
Damn.
Might have a pocket pair. If anyone calls, we're in a good spot.
And they showed 1 card.
Folds.
I'm gonna try it.
VR girl just loves the call,
Got
man.
hearts.
Loves the call.
Oh, open
The one does not get there, and she's out. We now need one more person. We need one more person to get out of here.
I needed a jack with straight.
Ah,
So Sooner Bread, OU, Ohio
the
man,
heart still
should
beating,
be out of
so
it. Just
here.
playing with it.
If anybody does not raise, we're just gonna happily limp in with our Queen 2 offsuit, but he's probably gonna raise. We're out of here. If Green Chip makes this call, it's a bad call in my eyes. Unless he re-raises. But this is usually a fold. And he does it.
You're in his hell with pocket pair.
Pretty much it seems based off of Daddy and Green Chip. Green Chip's probably going to be our strongest competitor, not just because of his chip size, but the way he plays. Right now we're just going to limp in. If Sooner jams, that's on him. That's to be expected, but we're small blind. We might as well take a chance to see if we can defend it on cheap. Now we're in an interesting spot where we could just say fuck it, but for now, we're just gonna fold. We don't want to be the guy that gives them money. We want one of them though. Queen 4 offsuit, horrible hand. We're gonna be getting out of here. We're all following the same strategy now that there's 4 of us left. One person needs to leave before we get the money. Sooner playing aggressive like he has to, stealing the blinds, and it's working out for him. We have 7-5 suited now. This is a little interesting dupe hand, but again, as long as Sooner's in here, I don't want to be involved with it. We need someone to leave before we start playing aggressive, and it's best to just play slow once you have a chip lead. Sure enough, we flop a fucking set, but that's okay. I don't think we get much money here. Okay, we would have got much money here. We got 250. That's unfortunate. We're the big blind again with King 6 off. We're hoping nobody jams so we can just limp in this hand. It's looking good unless he wants to steal my blind. And we got free money for that. Nice. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. King 8 offsuit. Again, as long as he folds. So this is a weird hand to be in because he's probably going to jam us. He doesn't. Alright, we both limp in. So this is one of the ideas where you might as well bet it now, get the pot before it starts. He jams, and we have to fold. Next time we're gonna exaggerate our fold, be a little slower, like we have a better decision, because that definitely gave away the strength of the hand right there. We're still up 3,000. We're just gonna keep folding, keep it patient, wait for Sooner to make his move. Eight, 7, 10. God, we love gut shot 10. Good move by Daddy. Alright, this is gonna be interesting. This may change the chip lead. 7 of hearts hits again. Daddy could be playing with a full house. I don't like having to say Daddy so casually. Green chip might have the full house. Who has the straight? This is nice. Alright, it's a battle of 10 or 7. Might be a chop pot, unfortunately. Queen. And we are in the money. So we should be able to get second place. As long as we play our hands smart, we can probably bust Sooner out of the hands. But now we are going to start playing weaker hands that we wouldn't be playing if we're trying to get the money, because now we're all good. Oh, he didn't bust him. Nice. So now we're fucked. Okay, so we have a gut shot to a 4. We have no diamond blockers. We're gonna have to get out of there. I thought he was out. I thought we were in the money, unfortunately. So now we're just waiting pretty much on Sooner and Green Chip to get the fuck out of there. Oh shit. We land with pocket queens. Hopefully he calls. Hopefully he raises. We're gonna re-raise to 200. See what he wants to do with his hand. If a king or ace shows up, we should be fine here. So we're just gonna bet 200. 2 kings. If you really flop the set, good for you, bud. If he checks, we're checking. And now he's making the mistake of trying to bluff his hand, and we're gonna jam on him. We should be good here. If he really has the other king, good for him. If he has pocket aces, good for him. He had 9-10 suited, unfortunate.
Flush.
Clubs, man.
Now we are fucking chilling. We have 7,000. King 2 offsuit, small blind. We're gonna fold out of here.
Clubs.
We definitely have enough. We have enough insurance money to ride this out and let one person get out, so we can at least guarantee we get the money. Holding the strategy of waiting for premium hands, like pocket queens, definitely came in handy. That board was perfect for us. He landed a flop while I landed a flush. Or sorry, yeah, he landed a flush while I landed a full house, and that was perfect. We put ourselves in a position we didn't need to be in, but if he calls, then we're folding. Good luck. Jack 7, 9, 5. Gross. And it's locked.
That's playing with you, man.
We are now in the money, and this is where things start to get dicey.
Oh yeah. I never thought I'd make it to the money when he had that big old giant stack over here. I've just been whittling away over here.
8-6 suited. This is a hand we'll call pretty much at 300 max. We'll limp in, see what he wants to do. Now, if he folds, we're gonna play it. If he folds, we're gonna play it. Alright, man, one time. One time.
I got a little race action, maybe? Oh my god.
He hits his set. We're open-ended, though. We're open-ended. We have a lot of outs, and we lost.
Oh, thank god.
What a flop. A set with an open-ended straight.
I knew it was setting me up.
We called him once. We're not going to do it again. We're just going to wait it out until one of them pretty much loses. That was really unfortunate, but we had to do it. We didn't have to, but I had to, in my opinion. We're just going to wait for premium hands again and defend our blinds if it is at the right price. That's a pretty decent raise, and we are not going to be calling. Daddy's playing tight as well, so me and him are stuck losing blinds. It's going to catch up to you sooner. Be careful. Me and him are playing tight.
This is making up for the whole tournament where I didn't catch a single dang hand. Just giving it to me all at once.
If he has a 10, we're pretty much fucked. We're betting small to perceive like we want him to call.
Can he hit a miracle?
If I get an ace or king,
Miracle. I'm just kidding. I have to keep that. What?
I got lucky on there. I shouldn't have won that hand. Ace 6 suited. We're gonna take a gamble. Hopefully nobody jams. If he checks through, we've got a good shot. We are open-ended with our 8-6. We're gonna be playing it slow. This is a good board for someone to bluff at, but I'm not gonna be the one to raise the price. Now at 300, we're just gonna bet small. We're looking for someone to 3-bet us. If they call, we're not really scared of a flush right now. We're not scared of a flush, unless another diamond shows up. Now, people are pretty weak. Someone might have a 9 or 7, so we're just gonna bet 250 and see what happens. We're good. Alright. Good bet, good bet, good bet. Bet the 9-7 off. Scary board for him. King 10 suited with diamonds. Pretty decent hand. Not a hand I love, but we're just gonna limp in, protect it, disguise it, and hopefully capitalize. We did not capitalize. We have a gut shot. We're gonna check it back. We're gonna bank like we have the 4, just do a minor C bet. Not really revealing the strength of our hand, just seeing if he's down to keep playing. And we took it away. 7-6 is a dicey hand. I love it. It's one of Daniel Negreanu's favorite hands, and it's one of mine because I've flopped some big hands of 7-6. So let's see if it shows. Got a gut shot. We're just gonna bet small. We could probably expect a 3-bet here. He's gonna call. May have a king with a small kicker. We're just gonna slowly check and see what he does. We're pretty much calling if it's under 300, 600. We're not looking good here. He's definitely ahead. We're gonna just take some time to think like we have a hard call, and we're just gonna fold acting like we had a 9. Yeah, he had a king. King with low kicker, exactly what I thought. 7-3 suited, interesting hand to sneak in, but you usually want that hand when you have a big blind. Right now you don't want to be a
That's how
dealer.
you do my pocket eights, man. You just fold on my pocket eights just like that.
Well, it seems like it was a good fold for us.
So what happens when you look down at
Ace-2, the weak X. One of the hands you'll lose the most money on, but if we can limp through. A bet like this, you pretty much want to fold because he's already ahead, whether he has a 5, 9, or 10. Really no draws for us, so we're letting it go. Jack-8 suited, interesting hand. Hand you don't want to be too pricey in. But if this guy folds, we're gonna raise it just to see what happens. We've been playing pretty tight, so that way we can just get our money in. That way when we do have a strong hand, we'll start getting used to me raising. And we could trap him on a good one. 7-2 offsuit, worst hand in the book, we're folding the fuck out of that. Currently, I have 6,355 chip leader with Daddy at 3,000 and Sooner at 2,000. Looking pretty good. Right now, we were going to play aggressive if we weren't chip leader, but since we're chip leader, we're going to be pretty patient. There's really no need to bluff and steal pots. Because, look at that. All I got to do is exist, and they give me money. Queen-2 offsuit, another pretty whatever hand, but for what it's worth, if we can limp in, we can limp in. Right now, we can play the ace. We're just gonna check. We may be dicey, try to 3-bet him. We're just gonna do a small C-bet. If he has the balls to 3-bet us here, that's on him. And we got it through. With King-2, or Queen-2. Jack-6, bad hand, fold. Great fold, because that does not help us. Now we're in a spot where probably one of them's going to be bluffing. Sooner's probably going to bluff. If Daddy calls, he's definitely ahead. He folds. Ace-3, another hand you don't want to get into, but if you're going to defend a big blind, it's worth it. What a great flop. We're just going to check this through. Try to use our body language. We're actually going to check it through one more time to see what happens. And now we're just going to bet the pot. See if anyone makes a move. I think we flopped too strong. There we go. Good play. I'd say we got max value for what it's worth. We keep getting aces, man. We're going to defend it. If he 3-bets, pretty much going to fold here. His range should be beating mine. Probably has an ace. And for that price, we fold. It's funny, commentating out loud makes me play like way better. 8-10 suited. We're gonna sneak this through. We're gonna see if we can sneak this through. If we can sneak this through, this is a good hand to play with. We gotta do it. 10-8. Horrible flop for us, but we'll just check it. We did slow play our 3 of a kind, so maybe they believe us now. So now we're just gonna go 200 and see if they're scared of us. We're open-ended with Jack 9. If he calls, we're fine. If he jams us, we gotta think. He's tanking on the call, so we should be fine on the river. If we hit our straight, we're fine. Now we're in a spot where we're just gonna go 500, make it look like we want him to call. At this point, he may be pot committed, and now we have to fold. Good move by him. Good move by him. I think he just has a top pair. That's all I can see. Well, he has 2 pair, but he has top pair. We're just gonna have to fold it away. Even if he was bluffing, that's on me. That's alright. Queen 5 offsuit, horrible hand. Anybody that raises, we're out. He usually likes to fold his hands if he doesn't like them, so the fact that he called, there's no point in 3-betting him. We're just gonna hope for a good flop. Ace, we're gonna have to get that through, so we're just gonna bet 200. We're in position, so if he checks, we're gonna check back. King comes, 10 is pretty strong here. And now we bet 600. If he calls, we're probably beat. Probably be. Queen Jack. Good hand. Alright. Our moves are not working. We're slowly dwindling. We're back to 5,000 now. So now we have to play it slow. We're going to limp in with a horrible hand, but let's just see how this flop goes. Horrible flop. We're just going to check. And we're just going to fold. Getting into the money is good, but now since we're chip leader, we kind of want to expect to be second or first place. So we have to play a little bit smarter. Winning third is, in the long run, losing for us. So we have to start thinking now. Three, 4 is not a bad hand if we land the flop, but for now it's horrible. We're just gonna limp in, hopefully call. Max value if we hit this flop. We do not hit this flop. We'll check it through, see if Sooner wants to make a move, and hopefully 2-4-2 calls. He calls, and we're out. That could cause some damage. 2-4-2 needs to make another call here for us to be pretty good. If he jams, we're straight. Makes the call, and we just raise the odds of being top 2. Flush gets there. Two, 4-2 maybe on a flush draw. He's gonna jam it. Sooner, if he has a 6, he's gonna have to call. I think 2-4-2's ahead right now.
I'm too invested. Oh, nice. Good game, guys.
Now we're set, 1v1. Heads up is a totally different game mechanic. I don't do too well here. Right now, we're just gonna be playing pretty aggressively, disguise our hands. When we have it ahead, should be fine. We'll check this one through. We'll call if he bets. we'll see what happens on this river. 8. Shouldn't help him, should help me. We're gonna bet 1,000. If he has an ace, good for him. He does not have an ace. Gross. King 6, gross. That's disgusting. Queen 10. Now we have to start playing aggressive with any hand we have. If he folds, he folds. We need to get our money in good. $10-7. If he calls, we just limp in. Hopefully we get some spades. We're just gonna check. See if he makes a move. I don't think he's gonna make a move. We flop too strong. Such a shitty board. We're just gonna check. Oh, what a shitty board, dude. We're gonna have to make the call. Whatever. What a shitty board. Alright, well, first sit and go, we got second place. We won 23,200. Whatever. Works out for us. At least we got something. We'll see you in the next one.